We were not even fighting this morning. All I did was say sorry.
Did something happen to you this morning? I don't think so.
How Amber Heard got exposed for lying at the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. Amber Heard's attorney exposes her for sabotaging Johnny Depp's career. Has Amber Heard's true identity been revealed? How Amber Heard got exposed for lying. The high-profile court dispute between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has dragged on for years with no resolution in sight. However, a slew of witnesses has lately emerged to back Johnny's account of the events. Johnny's apparently been rehired by Disney for his part as Captain Jack Sparrow in the next Pirates of the Caribbean film, after almost having his career devastated and being sacked from multiple big-budget productions. She says, "I lied." Amber Heard has admitted to attacking Johnny Depp for the last few years. Depp and Heard have been locked in a legal struggle, with Heard suing for divorce and saying that he physically abused her. In May 2016, Amber Heard, a 30-year-old actress, obtained a restraining order in a Los Angeles court against her husband, Hollywood actor Johnny Depp. As she came out of the building, she was surrounded by photographers, journalists and film crews. Her cheek seemed to have a mark on it. The court was also shown photographs of what appeared to be facial bruising. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to Celebrity Overload. In a fit of rage, she said, Depp violently struck her and flung a smartphone at her face with great force. There were also reports of more dramatic violence incidents. She described excessive emotional, mental and physical abuse, as well as an angry, aggressive, humiliated and terrifying assault. Depp has denied the claims of sexual misconduct. The restraining order was granted and the marriage came to an end soon after. 4 years later, the two were again in court, this time in London. On the other hand, Amber Heard had not chosen to be in the circumstance. Depp brought a libel claim against The Sun, a British newspaper. The lawsuit revolved on his claim that the claims of physical assault were an elaborate hoax to try to rebut the allegations. Depp recruited one of the country's most well-known libel attorneys. For the following 3 weeks, Heard stood in court every day, strolling past her ex-followers, men persuaded that the hero was the victim and that she was the one who wronged him. Depp's attorney and allies claimed that her story, photographs, memories and the accounts of her friends were all part of a conspiracy to falsely show that he was a wife-beater, and The Sun had begun in April 2018. The onlookers and the media weren't the only ones keeping a tight check on things. Lawyers were already speculating on the impact of his triumph on women who came forward with allegations of domestic violence if he won. Outside, Johnny Depp was welcomed with cheers every day. However, his behaviour and lifestyle were investigated, and a judge recently ruled that The Sun's assertions were essentially correct. It was a unique legal situation. Even though the rest of the nation was in lockdown, buses and streets in central London were deserted. A crowd of up to 200 individuals gathered outside Royal Court of Justice. Where Johnny Depp arrived, all attempts at social distance were shattered in the rush to get a glimpse. Inside the High Court, there were a lot of strangers. The Royal Court of Justice are a colossal Gothic and solemn buildings. This room is defined by stone arches and dark colours. It was almost desolate in July. I say almost because there were a few people there, a few journalists running through security, and a few Depp fans waiting in corridors and tunnels. One woman showed me her arms, which were covered with tattoos of Johnny Depp. Every day a new person dressed as Jack Sparrow, the star of Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, arrived. They would then coverage around Court 13's front door every day around 10 AM. When Depp came by, they would offer words of support, and at the end of the case, he was seen embracing them all. A little chant of "Johnny, Johnny" could be heard as he entered the courtroom. 10 minutes later, he was on the witness stand, trying to convince a High Court judge that he was not a wife abuser. The accusations were quite concerning. He had allegedly mistreated her at least 14 times according to Heard. She was left with a shattered nose, black eyes and split lip, and stated she feared for her life at times. She said she had been exposed to a series of violent, inebriant rants that had lasted days. A 15th complaint was also filed, but it was too painful and sensitive to be heard in public. It seemed to be a criminal trial. Depp was accused of repeatedly abusing his former partner, the kind of violence that has placed others in prison. This was not, however, a criminal matter. It was easy to forget this was a libel action between Depp and the news group, newspapers owners, since no one from The Sun was called to testify. Dan Wooten, The writer, whose report stated there was overwhelming evidence that the actor was a wife abuser, was not even included among the 79 people cited in the trial documents. There was a big list of names as well. The case began with an email exchange between Depp and Sarah and John on the perils of addiction, and then moved on to the references of befuddling cast of characters, as special guests James Franco, Marilyn Manson, Elon Musk, Winona Ryder, Kate Moss and Vanessa Paradis participated in a story that shattered the Hollywood A-World list. We were given text messages and video footage of discussions in elevators. Despite the fact that the super rich spend millions to protect their privacy, a couple exposed the contents of a telephone directory. There's no way a celebrity would do anything like this unless they feel there's more at risk. Depp's method of recovering his reputation was to do it in his manner. Johnny Depp wins a bid for Amber Heard's phone data in order to show fabricated assault messages. Johnny Depp has been allowed access to his wife's, Amber Heard's phone, which he believed would reveal she lied about injuries he allegedly inflicted her. The Pirates of the Caribbean actress says she doctored photographs purporting to show her with two black eyes that she got from Heard in 2015 and is suing him for $50 million. Depp's lawyer Benjamin Chew said in a court filing to the Circuit Court of Fairfax County, VA, that Miss Heard's counsel has been presented these false images in deposition on several occasions. Depp, 58, is suing Heard, 35, in Virginia over an op-ed she wrote on domestic violence in the Washington Post in 2019, which he alleges was a malicious attack on him. Despite the fact she did not name Depp in the story, she has previously claimed that she was assaulted by him in 2015 and suffered two black eyes, a broken nose, a cracked lip, with photos of the alleged injuries going viral. A lot of the photographs have been edited using a photo editing program called Photo 3 that can easily distort images, like portraying injuries when none really happened, Chu said. In November 2020, Depp's libel suit against the UK's Sun newspaper over an article labelling him a wife abuser was dropped. The court, Mr. Justice Nichol, said the Sun had shown that the narrative was basically true and that 12 of the 14 alleged domestic violence incidents had occurred. The Sun's own expert determined that Heard's photographs from December 2015, that incident injuries to her face were modified 3 years later, according to Chew in a recent Virginia court filing. As a consequence, any changes to the trial package versions would have happened on or after October 6, 2018, he stated, adding that the expert uncovered photographs from an iPad Pro 10.5 that were created on or after that date. Miss Heard, or someone operating on her behalf, doctored the photograph 3 years later when it came up in her London testimony. Miss Heard incorrectly denied it. In conclusion, Your Honour, without forensic imaging, Mr. Neumeister cannot thoroughly evaluate or verify Miss Heard's material, he said empathetically. According to the court, she went on James Corden's talk show the day after the alleged attack, stating she was wearing heavy makeup to hide the injuries. In December 2019, op-ed Heard, who was married to the actor from 2015 to 2017, stated that she had become a public figure symbolising domestic abuse. Despite the fact that Depp's name isn't mentioned in the piece, it's widely understood that it's about him. The actress stated, "I felt the full weight of our culture's wrath towards women who speak out." According to Depp's lawyer, Adam Walderman, the essay was an abuse of the #MeToo movement, and Heard masquerades as a victim rather than a perpetrator. Depp has lost money as a consequence of the claims, according to the complaint, including being sacked from his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean film. The judge ruled that Depp's phone and laptop should not be searched since Heard's lawyer had sought a very broad search. Heard's attorney, Elaine Bredehoff, told Page 6 that Heard welcomes the opportunity to present her evidence in a jury trial in a court of law next year, and that Depp and his legal team are attempting to put the case to the test via the media. This is a nefarious tactic by Mr. Depp's legal team to create false claims while avoiding defamation charges owing to judicial immunity. Bredehoff said after Depp was found guilty of several serious crimes of domestic violence against Amber Heard. And that's all for today, guys. Enlighten us with your thoughts, share them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon for more amazing videos. Thank you for watching. And if you thought that was crazy, wait until you watch this.